Hi, welcome back, or if you're new, welcome in. If you haven't seen the last video, I'll go ahead and tag it. We're going to start off here where we left off in the last video. We're going to go through a spring 2024 tour and go more in depth over the things I have planted, what else I have plans to plant overall, just to get a good idea of what I've got going on here. I'll be sharing a little more about my hopes for this year in the garden and what I want to do with the produce I do get. So let's get into it. Starting off, we're going to get a view inside the main portion of the garden. We will be starting off here on the right side of the garden, working our way around to the left. Getting a closer look up front here, we have some Utah tall celery, which a theme you'll hear a lot from here on. This is the first time I've successfully grown this. Right behind it, it is two types of bush beans, a provider bush bean and a contender bush bean. All along the edge of the bed, here is some bulbing onions. I threw in a sugar baby watermelon in the corner and a velvet queen sunflower in the other corner, and I'll show you that later. These here are some mini sweet bell peppers that are hybrids. I got them because regular bell peppers have been hard to grow. I had ordered these through Amazon and they are the Lunchbox red snacking peppers, sweet variety. They came in a 4-pack and I'm still contemplating getting at least one jalapeno to add in the center of these. Here is Sir Sugar Baby in the corner. And just above him, all along this fence outside of the box, I've got markers for where I'll be planting my large cherry tomatoes. Those are currently growing in these containers right here. They're still a little bit small. I want them to get a bit bigger before I put them in the ground over there. Moving over to the next bed on the left, here in the corner, we have another Sugar Baby watermelon. And in the other corner is the Hale's Best cantaloupe. This is the same one I grew before, but I'm going to try it again. All along this fence is where I planted the Morning Glory mix and sweet pea flowers. I'm hoping there will be a ton of pretty colors and it'll grow over the fence for the neighbor to enjoy as well. Back in the bed, in the front, there's a different variety of bulbing onions here. Then here I planted a variety of zucchinis and squash. This first one is the Cocozelle zucchini. This next one is the round zucchini. In the back here is the Black Beauty zucchini. These ones up here is the golden zucchini. I had to plant them a second time because the first seeds didn't come up. In these pots, I have some broadleaf sage and some mountain mint that I had uprooted. In the back here, this is the gray zucchini. And lastly, here in the back corner is two types of summer squash, a straight neck and then also a crook neck squash. This is my step to go behind the bed, and around it I planted 3 different types of radishes. This is the champion radish. This is the Scarlet Globe. And then this is the French breakfast radish. This here is some Swiss chard, which has been growing for a while. And then all along this edge here, I had grown some garlic. There are 4 different types of lettuce here, which didn't germinate well, so I'll be replanting them. And then On the end here, this is kale that's been growing here for a while. All along the bottom of this arch trellis, I've planted some crimson sweet watermelon, which are some smaller watermelons, and then also some blue morning glory flowers, which these will just grow up and over the trellis and hopefully fill it out. Here in these grow bags, I have carrots. And this first bag is rainbow carrots. I actually planted these ones last year and they didn't grow because of the heat, but then they started coming up when it got colder. In this bag, I have some Nance, I don't know how to pronounce it, Nance, half long carrots on the left, and then I also planted some parsnips on the right side of the bag to see if I can get a parsnip. In this last bag is some short and sweet carrots, which I'm really excited about. All along this wall is some sugar snap peas, and then on one side is the Oregon sugar pod peas. I don't really know what the difference is, but I'm looking forward to trying it. That's everything for the main garden. Here, outside the fence, I've built the small herb bed. As you can see, it's not full. I did plant seeds next to these transplants, but my dog dug this up 3 times, so I'm not sure which seed is which anymore. This here is rosemary, and there's thyme here. And then in the front, there's some parsley. I had grown these from seeds last year and transplanted them in here. This parsley had started growing a flower, so I might end up pulling it and putting in a new one. I haven't decided yet. I did plant some sweet basil and lemon basil and dill in here, but because I don't know where they are, I'm considering buying some starter herbs from the store. Some of these seeds look like they might grow as long as they don't get dug up again, but I'm still gonna go buy some starts. My dog dug it out for the 4th time. Here's the culprit. She's having herself a good time. She doesn't really care, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna go and buy some starts or start some herb seed inside of a cup. Some of them still look like they might be okay, but some of them are dead for sure. Those ones back there look maybe like they might live. Maybe over here. That little guy survived. The rest did not. We shall see. I'm gonna have to figure something out to put up around this bed so she can't get into it anymore. And okay, that'll be the next project. Moving on, this is the cucumber bed all the way on this side. It does wrap all the way around this fence from there all the way around this way. These are all different types of cucumber varieties. All along the front here, in the front of this bed, are zinnias. And then I also put down some bachelor buttons, blue boys. I have a hard time remembering what those are called, but I've always wanted to grow them. From here to here, these are Market More cucumbers. Between these 2 different types of cucumbers is another Morning Glory. And then from here to the end are the straight 8 cucumbers. I haven't tried any of these varieties yet, but I hope to be able to pickle some this summer. Here on the corner, I did throw in some sweet pea flowers and some more of the bachelor's buttons. This side of the bed is all lemon cucumbers, which I love for fresh eating. And then some more flowers, another morning glory, some sweet peas, and then also some of the bachelor's buttons. That's everything in this bed. Just outside of this bed here, I had put some mammoth sunflowers in, but I believe my dog destroyed them, so I may start some in a cup and then replant them later. I had almost forgot, but in the main garden here, this is the Velvet Queen sunflower I had mentioned earlier. This is where I had it growing last year, and I really loved it. I love the mammoth sunflowers too, but this one has become my favorite. It only grows about 3 feet tall, and I'll go ahead and show you a picture from last year. I did attempt to plant it over here in this grass area, but surprise, surprise, my dog destroyed it. So it might grow, but right now it is looking a little bit sad, so we'll have to see how it goes. We'll check back in at a later time. At this point, I did want to take a minute to just go over how I built this trellis arch and just go over the different things that I had used to build it, just in case anybody was wondering. For starters, I had used these 7-foot anchor plated U-posts to hold up this arch. Some people prefer T-posts, but the U-post seemed easier for me this time. I also used these black zip ties to hold the 16-foot cattle panel to the U-posts. These U-posts were hammered into the ground at least a foot, or if not 2. And that's it. I plant vining plants beside it, and they grow to make this beautiful arch. I love it so much. I'm so glad that I made it, and it just brings me so much joy. Lastly, and this is where I finish off this video, I just wanted to talk about these butterflies that we had got to put in this garden. I had purchased some of them from Home Depot, and this one here, this blue one, was a gift from the neighbor. It's like a chime. My daughter really wanted to buy some and put some in this garden. All she wants to do is play with them, but I didn't realize how much joy these actually would bring me, and so I'm definitely going to keep adding different little colorful trinkets in the garden that just are so pretty to me. That's it for this video. I'm gonna end it here, and then I'll catch up with you real soon. Thank you for watching. I'll be posting really soon. So glad you are here, and I will see you later. Bye!